Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. It's a lovely little box that's perfectly designed to hold 3x3 cards and envelopes, so you could gift them all away, or just treats and sweets and yummy things like that. And it's using the new Flowers for Every Season suite. I couldn't think what it was called. I was going Forever Flowers. No, that's not right. Flowers for Every Season. So, and it's also using new in colours. So I've got the cinnamon cider here with the matching ribbon, and then the beautiful sunflower stamp and die. Just gorgeous. Total lane swerve. We're going super bright. I'm going with Magenta Madness and a different pattern of paper. I'm going with this one. But to make the box, you need a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 6¼ inches, 28 by 16 centimetres. And there's my stylus. On the long side, score it at 1½, 4¾ 6¼ and 9½ inches, which in metric is 4, 12, 16 and 24. Then you turn it around and score it on the short side at 1½ and 4¾ which is 4 and 12 centimetres. Finished size of it, in order for it to fit 3x3 cards and envelopes, you need 3¼ by 3¼ by 1½, which is 8 by 8 by 4. So plenty of room. I've got both cats are on my desk. Oh, actually they were. One's making a bid for freedom. I sat on my windowsill shouting at birds and fiddling with my ribbon fused glass. So I have a rainbow fused glass. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fused glass pieces that I've been collecting for years, and one of my team gave me some recently, and they're fiddling with them. They're hanging off my windows and the cats are playing. Okay, so I've burnished all my score lines, and you can see 6 little squares. And what I'm going to do is cut straight down the square, down the rectangle rather, and cut into the square. And we're just going to do this all the way around. So are you loving the new catalogue? Isn't it divine? It's just gorgeous. It's so much fun. At the point in time you're seeing this, I'm hoping I've been able to shop the rest of the catalogue and get all the other bits I needed. I've been working with pre-order stuff for a while. Yes, Berry is shouting at the birds through the window. I don't know if she thinks they can hear them. So, but yeah, lots of gorgeous stuff. So don't forget, we've got the joining offer on. So when you join, you can get a free bundle as well. So that's a stamp and die or stamp and punch bundle, your choice. I'm going to put adhesive on all these tabs that I've just cut. So if I hold that there for a second, you can see all the bits I've cut and wedged. So yeah, there's that's the joining offer, and we've got a hosting offer. So if you spend over £200, 275 euros, you would get hostess or stamping rewards anyway. You just get an extra £20 worth, or 27 euros on top. So, which is really rather fabulous. Okay, so I'll take the backing off all of these. Okay, and start building up the box. So to build the box up, if you haven't seen one of my videos before, there's about 1,500 or so. Go and have a look at the rest. You'll be there a while. But yeah, you stick this to the inside here, and that forms the box. Or that forms the corner, I should say. And as you keep going round, your box begins to pull itself together, just, you know, by the whole science geometry thing. And that is one box and lid, and this design is what I call a fold over box, because, you know, the lid folds over. So I'm going to put my bit of designer series paper on. This is 3x3 inches, 7½ by 7½ centimetres. That's going to sit on there. Isn't that fabulous and vibrant? Oh, I love it. This pink is quite different to Melon Mambo, which is another of our brighter pinks, and it's even brighter. And I can remember that colour coming out and going, oh, that's so bright, it's like neon pink, I'm never going to use it, and I use it all the time. This one hasn't shocked me quite as much, I don't think. I think I'm now used to bright colours, and I think that's because Melon Mambo came out in 2013, 7 years ago, or came to us in the UK in 2013, which was the year I joined, and I was still very much into muted, grungy, neutral tones. So that colour was just like, wow, impact. Okay. There we go. So they're trimmed off. And now I'm going to do some stamping. Have I got some scrap whisper white? Yeah, but the cat sat on it. So, oh, seriously. Can you move? There we go. So this is my nice scrap whisper white. So this is the Celebrate Sunflowers stamp set and matching dies. And it's this one I want to use because I'm going to use the smaller sunflower. So I'm going to get that out ready. And the smaller one here. And I shared this tip the other day, but I'm going to share it again. So I'm going with crushed curry, only because my bumblebee hasn't arrived yet. Crushed curry onto there. And cut that off. And find all my die cutting stuff. No cats underneath that. Well, that's not underneath cats, thankfully. Right. Okay, so I'm going to line this all up and cut it out. Oops. Oopsie. Let's just throw everything around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in so you can see. And I've got my wink of Stella here. So I'm going to make that lovely yellow bleed around. The ink is nice for that, but actually you can let it dry. But I'm only picking out the petals at this stage. Hoping you can see, I'm hoping the light's not too bright. So that's just the petals with my wink of Stella. Then this is the tip I shared the other day. So I've got my watercolour pencils here, Early Espresso, and then I want Garden Green, which is this one. And I've got both sets in here. And if you go over the yellow is pale enough, and I'm not going really right to the edges. The yellow is pale enough that you can knock out that colour. And then I'm going to come in with the green. And you can see I'm scribbling. I'm not going up to the lines or anything like that. I really hope you can see that. I'm not going up to the lines. I'm just scribbling. And then if you come in with a blender pen here, you can just start moving the watercolour pencil around. And obviously the brown is enough to knock out the colour of the yellow in the main. And then scribble that off. So these things are magic. When you scribble away, they go back to clear. And then I can manipulate this green around, and it's given me some nice leaves. See? Clever. And again, the green is dark enough and strong enough to knock out the yellow. I mean, obviously you've got the yellow edges of the leaves, but that's all good. And then again, scribble off. And even though the tip is a bit stained, that's, oh, you can't see, you can see it better there. The tip's a bit stained, but it's good to go another day. Right, so let me zoom back out and pop it on my box because we're almost done. So a couple of dimensionals on the back. I'm just going to move my ribbon a little bit. And those are two lovely projects. And doesn't it look different in the Magenta Madness against the Cinnamon Cider? Just gorgeous. I love it. I love this style of box. I love the stamps. Hopefully you can see all that detail, and that shimmer from the Wink of Stella is just beautiful. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.